$1,000 a month for Kannon. Girl, you better budget, girl. It's called budgeting. You can't be spending money like you're rich if you're not rich. Kurt, honey, we could say the same shit about you. I'm still not over it. And I'm not even with you. Let's not forget, you're in this situation because of you. The cast album drama, and Bambi even calls it clown shit. Now, I get that maybe there was a different vision in your head, but doesn't mean the shit that Spice is doing is clown shit necessarily. It's just different. It's just different. It might work. You don't know. You don't know what the audience would like until you put it out. This crowd didn't look small to me. The fuck? You be performing at arenas, you Taylor Swift now? They even talk about, like, where do we go from here? Yandy, how dumb do you think we are? Fucking plot twist. Yandy's like, bitch, oh, I know. It was me. See, look, I've been DMing the girl. It's not lining up. It's not making sense. And the anger and the tears, it don't mesh. I'm confused. Sorry, Yan. The only one you need to be mad at is your fucking man, okay? He was out here being messy. He slipped up. He don't know people. And he got caught. And it is what it is. Own it. Just own it. Welcome back to Pure Mayhem. I'm your host, Mikey Balboa, where we review, react, to recap all your favorite shows. And today we're doing Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 12, Episode 23. Let's get right into it. We start this episode off with Yandy and Mendeecees bringing little Mendeecees to see what a successful college man is like in hopes to influence him to actually fucking go to school, okay? And the importance of going to college with a prime example. Meanwhile, Jessica is talking to her niece, the niece that Mendeecees hooked up with, and Jessica is telling her niece that she pretty much needs to tell Yandy, and she hates to be the bearer of bad news. She knows what it's like to be embarrassed by men and cheated on and the public eye and all that stuff. So she wants to let her friend know, and she wants to genuinely check on her and not let her hear from everyone else, because we know how this cast run their fucking mouth. She decides to have a sit down with Yandy, and she's in tears, fucking like, I'm about to ruin this girl's life and her marriage. Like, I'm about to give her some bad fucking news, and I feel bad doing it, but like, I feel like I have to. Like, I know. Fucking plot twist. Yandy's like, bitch, oh, I know. It was me. See, look, I've been DMing the girl. Like, babe, wipe your tears. Like, this not what it seems like. Like, we're good. Yandy, how dumb do you think we are? Jessica immediately doesn't even believe Yandy. She's like, she's trying to cover it up. Like, I can see what's really happening, but I'm not going to push it because I'm just going to respect what she's saying. Like, at the end of the day, it is their marriage, but Mendeecees is looking a little funny. Yandy's like, I responded to the girl's DM, but in the DM, and Mendeecees' page was the one who initiated it. And Yandy was like, yeah, I was there at the club, and I was the one who DM'd her because I'm like, what took her so long? Like, that was me, because he told me about this chick, and so I looked her up. Nice motherfucking save, I would say. But then Yandy starts getting mad, and she goes and gets Mendeecees, and she's like, with bad energy, yelling at us, yes, us, the fans, anyone out there who she feels like is attacking her relationship, and she's crying. So I'm confused. What is pissing you off so much if you're the one who initiated it? So you say. So what's all this energy for? What does all of this mean? Because it's not lining up. It's not making sense. And the anger and the tears, it don't mesh. I'm confused. It's because you're lying. We caught you. We get it. Just keep it a buck. Just keep it real. Like, even Mendeecees' face says it all, too. It's like, y'all really ain't good at hiding it, even though you are trying to. If you want to keep your shit private, just say that. Just say that. But trying to defend these accusations and these evidence with lies is just kind of weird. And trying to trick Jessica and do this to her, someone who you know, who's in the industry, who's on the show with you, who may get it, is kind of odd. I'm sorry, Yan. The only one you need to be mad at is your fucking man, okay? He was out here being messy. He slipped up. He don't know people. And he got caught. And it is what it is. Own it. Just own it. Meanwhile, Rashida and Kirk are still fighting for custody of Kannon. And they say within the 8-year period, Jasmine has not changed. They can't believe someone as grown as her after so much time. She's still the fucking same. And Kurt, honey, we could say the same shit about you, okay? Yeah, y'all should be the last ones fucking talking. You've been cheating on Rashida for every fucking season that I've watched. Like, and every time you call, you act like you can't speak anymore. So get the fuck out of here because you pissing me off too. I'm still not over it. And I'm not even with you. Let's not forget, you're in this situation because of you. Jasmine has a sit down with Rod, her ex-man, who she says pretty much helps take care of Kannon and has seen Kannon more than Kirk has. She cannot believe that they even want full custody because they didn't even want 2 weekends out of the month with Kannon. Now they want full custody. She feels like they just don't want to pay her child support and that they only give her $1,000 a month for Kannon. Girl, you better budget, girl. It's called budgeting. You can't be spending money like you're rich if you're not rich. But to be petty, Jasmine's like, she's not budging. She feels like they just don't want to pay her, so she's not going to give up. She's not going to be scared into settling. And Rod just tells her that he just wants what's best for Kannon. And that him, Kirk, Rashida, all of them, they need to find a middle ground. So he takes it upon himself to hit up Kirk and have a sit down with him and basically tell them, do y'all really want custody? Are you giving enough money? Like, tell me what's up because this is crazy now. Like, why all of a sudden, 8 years in, you want custody? Kirk shows Rod invoices of him giving Jasmine money, and not just for Kannon, for car repairs and more. So Rod's kind of pissed now. Kirk is like, yeah, I've been paying. The fuck? I'm paying a little too much. And Rod's now mad at Jasmine because he feels that she's not telling him the full fucking truth, and she hadn't been, and now he looks like a fool, kind of confronting and accusing Kirk. It's not even what it was. But he is just like, yo, throwing shade like, yo, you barely even see your son, so it's just kind of weird. But at the end of the day, he wants what's best for Kannon. Meanwhile, Saucy Santana is performing at Music Fest, and he's a little upset because there's not much people in the crowd. He doesn't want to perform, but he goes out there. I'm glad he fucking put on his boss man shit, and he pleased his fans. Like, as you fucking should, as an artist. We came here for you. The fuck? Bitch, I don't even care if I was the only person in this motherfucking crowd. I don't even listen to your music, but I'm just saying as an artist. Like, but he still goes out there and performing. He gives it his all, and he says one of the things I love to fucking hear is that whether there's 10 or 10,000 fans out there, I'm gonna show up for them and I'm gonna do what I do because I need to please my fans. And I fucking love that because, yeah, artists, yeah, y'all out there, they are people like me who spend our hard-working money to buy your motherfucking tickets, who may have flown all the way across the world to be here to see you tonight. And if you don't go out and perform just because there's a little bit amount of people or you don't show up, we're going to be disappointed. We're going to feel like we wasted our money. We're going to feel like you don't give a fuck about us. When we help pay your bills on that homies, you better perform. Yeah. Nah, I'm just kidding. But, bitch, we be ride and die for y'all behind y'all backs when y'all don't even know. Arguing with other fans and everything. He went out there and he did his thing, and I loved how he saw the positive with performing. And bitch, I don't know if this was Love and Hip Hop editing, but this crowd didn't look small to me. The fuck? You be performing at arenas, you Taylor Swift now? Because I don't look small to me. It don't. What is small? Small where? After Saucy Santana performs in his dressing room, Sierra and Bambi pull up and they start chatting about the cast album drama, and Bambi even calls it clown shit. Now, I get that maybe there was a different vision in your head, but doesn't mean the shit that Spice is doing is clown shit necessarily. It's just different. It might work. You don't know. You don't know what the audience would like until you put it out. So let's fucking see. Is it out? I don't know. Is it going to be out at the end of this season? I need to do my research. Later, Saucy Santana gets a visit from Bambi and Rainey, and they feel bad for him because he posted on social media that he got into a domestic violence situation with his ex, and Rainey empathizes with him. She says she's been in an abusive relationship and it needs to stop because it only gets worse. And she knows what it's like, that it took her almost dying to finally put an end to it. Saucy Santana realizes this and he's like, I just grew up in the hood. Like, I had a hood nigga and I just feel like that was the only love that I knew, so it's the only love that I've been comfortable with. But doesn't mean that it's always the best for me. He deserves better, and he's going to be strong and leave the situation alone before it escalates too far. But Rainey's ex relationship was not the only relationship that was rocky. She has to sit down with Sierra, who's still pissed about the comment she made about babysitting her child. And Rainey's like, well, you do have Sierra commotion. Sierra's like, well, Sierra commotion don't happen to you because you're family. I would drop everything. And Rainey's like, yeah, girl, but like, you haven't been there. You haven't. Even when you could have been. It seems like you only come around when there's cameras. But this seems to be a pattern for Sierra. Sierra pretty much says the same thing back, and the girls start fighting. And they pretty much do not come to a resolution. They even talk about, like, where do we go from here? Because they're realizing, like, they fuck with each other, but, like, they really haven't really been there for each other at the same time. And pointing the finger at each other and helping them because they both seem too occupied with life. And with that, that has been season 12, episode 23 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Good night.